It finally happened. It finally happened. It finally happened. It finally happened. Rudius finally knows that Fitz is Sylphy. It has finally come out. No more hiding. This honestly, I think the build up was worth it. So in Mushoku Tensei season 2, ever since we've gotten to the school and ever since we've met Fitz, who we know is Sylphy, it's just been this long wind of episodes of Sylphy just being so embarrassed, like so worried, and being so scared to tell Rudius that she is who she is. And honestly, I think we were all getting tired of it. We were getting tired of it. The princess was getting tired of it. We were all tired of Sylphie being scared for absolutely for I mean her reasoning. We okay, look, she has a point, but it's still just annoying. But I think that this episode, but I think it all this episode brings it all together. I think it brings all of the pain that we've all been suffering throughout this most of this season has finally ended, and I think it was worth it because we get to see this here. Hold on, I'm gonna play this real quick. He he recognizes her. That is what we have all been. Hold on, let me go ahead and skip ahead a little bit here too. This right here. This is what we have all been waiting for the majority of this season. And Rudy actually recognized her, like we all knew. And I think it's just great. I think it's great. It was worth it. So okay, so now that Sylphie's like, who she is out and everything, I guess it is Rudius's ED cured now also. Who knows? Maybe like this'll, because like again, because at the end here, Sylphie go ahead and tells him that she loves him, that she wants to be with Rudius from now on. And we don't get to see his response. She says, "I want to stay with you forever," but unfortunately, episode ends there, and we move on to next week's episode, which is called "I Want to Tell You." That'll be that. So this will be interesting. So before I kind of end this video, look at it. Let's just go back a little bit and let's talk about this plan that the princess. I think the other guy's name is Luke. I think that's his name. The princess, Luke, and Sylphie all came up with. Um. So basically, their plan was to have Rudius come. So basically, the plan was to ask Rudius to accompany Fitz out on a trip to find a flower that they said that, like, the princess. So like the story was like the princess her overheard like adventurers, or like the adventurers like bragged to her, or like some noble bragged to her about adventurers brought them a flower, and then the princess got jealous or something like that, and so she sent Fitz out in order to find the flower herself with like a lesser amount of people than like the other party did. So they invited. So Fitz got Rudy to like basically be like her bodyguard and like go with her to find this flower. But the whole plan but this whole plan was like so like stupid. Like this plan was so stupid because literally what so the next stage of the plan was that Fitz to use like this ring that let me see if I can find it here. Rain clouds. So she gets his staff, and then Sylphy uses this ring that right here in order to create rain clouds, and so that is what caused them to get to the scene I was at earlier, where they were in the cave. So they went into the cave to take shelter, and then this is where so obviously Rudy has to dry their clothes, but then Sylphy is over here talking. Fitz doesn't really want to. She wants Rudius to take her clothes off for her. And so this is such a like like a stupid plan. I mean, like it worked, but it's such a like roundabout way of getting the courage to tell him that it's that she's Sylphy. Because okay, because if you remember, like they say it in here too. Remember, Rudy and Sylphy went through the same situation when they were kids, where Rudy like thoughts. Oh my gosh, why do I keep switching back and forth? What is wrong with me? Rudy thought Sylphy was a guy, and so he started taking her clothes off because he thought that she was a guy, and was like he didn't understand why she was so scared. So it makes sense. Like they basically recreated that moment from their childhood, and Rudius even remembers it when he starts to take her wet clothes off. So yeah, the plan like makes sense and it worked, but it's still like there could have been something else. There could have been something else that y'all could have done. But nevertheless, it all ends up working out in the end. And what else? Okay, this and then I guess I should talk about like this earlier scene right here. So this is like these are scenes where Sylphy is basically telling the prince and Luke about her child, how she met Rudius, and about all the many things that they went through, so like they could try and like help her. And basically we have this scene that I'm going to get to in just a moment right here. So yeah, they agree to help her, and then that's when we get to this scene where Sylphy just goes on this whole like tangent about, because as you can see here, the princess asks, what sort of relationship do you want with Rudy? And then she goes on this like long tangent. Like here, I'll play just a little bit for y'all. Bro. She just, and then I'll be crude too and say, "Oh, Rudy, how many do you want?" This show is just so unhinged sometimes, and it's just so funny. It's like, and to see then again, if you were, and this is coming from Sylphy. This is coming from like who we all thought was just such like an innocent person, Sylphy, and she even does the, and she gets so deep into this fantasy, and it's like, bro, what is even going on right now? Like I was confused by like this scene right here. I'm like, what are you Sylvie, what the heck are you talking about? Okay, but anyways, that's I think that's enough for this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.